Yo, what's up guys? It's your boy here once again, Young V, shooting you another fantastic video. Just wanted to shoot this quick video for you guys and, give you a little attitude and mindset and hope everybody's doing well. I know the holiday season is right around the corner and everyone's kind of slowing down. Everyone's gonna take a break, and I advise you guys not to take a break when it comes to life, right? We got a lot of moving things happening in the world, and the worst thing you could do is take a break. When most people, I remember my mentor saying this: find out what 99% of the people are doing and have the guts to do the complete opposite. Let that sink in, right? Most people don't have the guts or the ovaries, if you want to say that, balls or ovaries, right? To do the opposite of what most people are willing to do, right? That's why you have opposite results of what 99% of people will do, right? So, but anyways, I do hope you guys are doing well. I really do. So, this channel's for men, right? Not boys, not males, but men looking to become the greatest versions of themselves. So then, therefore, they can have the tools, right? Which is what I hope we're applying to you guys and hoping you guys to become the best version of themselves. To go slay the day, win the day, conquer the day, and ultimately just understand that masculinity needs to come back again. It needs to make a comeback, right? It's under attack, and we need to make masculinity cool again, okay? And unfortunately, a lot of people see masculinity as a threat, or that there's something wrong with a lot of men being masculine, right? The way that they are, right? This might sound esoteric to some people who are watching this. It might sound new to you, but believe you me that this is a very real thing, and it's a very serious thing, and it needs to be taken as seriously as accordingly. So, yeah, guys. So, my main topic of the video I wanted to say here today was, is that women, this is the top about women. Now, this isn't all women, but women will wait at the finish line, okay, and pick the winners, okay? So what do I mean by that? Get that in there. It's a nice view, huh? Women will pick the winners and wait at the finish line, okay? So the way things are now is a lot of women like to look for the best kind of guy they can get, but typically women nowadays, now this isn't how it always was. Remember, we got social media in here, so it's changed the game tremendously. Now, and I'll inform you guys this so you know what's going on, so you can kind of get a head up on this. Is this a bad thing that women are doing, waiting at the finish line, picking guys who are winners instead of going through the struggle back then like they used to? Not necessarily. This is just, modern times, female nature looking for the best man. So I don't want you guys to be cynical or very negative when I share this information, because non-thinking people out here can automatically think that it's cynical. It's realistic is what it is. You don't see me mad and getting mad at people. I try to bring you the truth, and the truth isn't gonna feel good. That's why I tell you guys this stuff. It's not gonna necessarily feel good. And as men, we're built to handle these things. Women, it's a little different. So I gotta come at you a lot harder than a lot of these women, because you guys need to understand that our reality is not the same as theirs, okay? And the way we handle things is not the same as how they handle things, which is, again, totally fine. It's the gender dynamics and how the sexes operate. It's totally cool. But I need to hit you guys with the masculine truth so you guys can operate in this new sexual dynamic, right? In the sexual marketplace, okay? So you guys have to know the truth of what's going on. So, and I hope I'm talking to men. That's why I made this channel, okay? Me and the guys made it. So, but anyways, yeah, so when it comes to dating, nowadays, not all, okay? I don't want to get hit with all police. So anyone who's watching is all police, you can leave. Majority of women nowadays rather wait at the finish line and pick the winners. Now, that means that a guy who's pretty much all established, right? All together, he's got his ducks in a row, he's polished, has everything ready to go for him, and he's like ready to go, right? Seems to be no flaws, right? No issues. He's all put together, okay? There's pros and cons to this concept and this mindset, okay? A lot of women want a guy like that to be able to take them to lavish this, lifestyle, or do all these expensive things, but not necessarily be the type of woman that is deserving of that, right? Now, again, this isn't all. There are some women who are deserving of that, and those are the women I implore you guys to find, right? It's like half a needle in a haystack. It's not as easy as it, well, it wasn't always easy. It's harder than it was before because of social media and because, you know, women have more options than ever before, right? Which is, again, it's fine. It's whatever. But if you know your value, this is what the difference is. If you know your value, who cares if they got all these options? Because honestly, a lot of those choices are bad choices. They're not really good options. Because if they were the choices they wanted, they would be with those guys. I find a lot of the times those women use those guys as ego boosters to make themselves feel good. Clicks, likes, validation. And that's another thing. I make a video on that. You got to be careful with those clicks and likes. And there's nothing wrong with giving that stuff out. But understand that it serves a purpose for our mental and our dopamine receptors. You got to be careful with those. Don't be like everyone just clicking likes everywhere. You got to be very careful with that stuff. But that's a subject for another video. But women pick the winners. Let's go back to that. So they look for the best man. The problem with that is that they're going to get picking the man at the finish line results. So what does that mean? Typically, if girls do that, okay, and they're not willing to go through the struggle. Say you're an upcoming guy, and I know a lot of you guys watching this are great guys, and you're going through the grind, struggle. You talk to me about your hard times, right? And that's what you should do. Talk to your brothers about that. Women aren't built to handle a lot of that. So you talk to your brothers, your male men who understand this, because we're men. We understand these things. You go through that, and the thing is that once you build yourself up, there's not a lot of traction going. You don't see a lot of girls might be checking for you. There could be some, right? But you're steadily grinding, and it's hard to share these types of things with the opposite sex because they don't necessarily live our experience, right? Men build their value, right? Women are born with their value, okay? I'm gonna say it again. Men build their value, okay? We have to build our value, make a dent in the universe, and let everybody know, hey, we're here, right? And we're kicking butt, and we're making an impact. Women just are. Women are born with their value, right? I've heard it also said, men are born broke, and the 20% or less, if you do the work, become millionaires or successful. And women majority of women are born rich and die broke, right? It's a funny statement, but it's so true, right? This is why we have different realities, right? We need to take advantage of that. But when it comes to going through the grind, it's very important that you guys know that women are gonna overlook you because you don't look good yet. You don't have your money yet. You don't have your status yet. You don't have all this together. While they're looking at Enrique, they're looking at Juan, they're looking at Javier, they're looking at, all these other people who they think might be good, suitable candidates, but, you know, you're working and building your empire, becoming the best version of yourself. Nobody knows, right, men or women, who's going to come out of that. But I only say these things because it's important that you build your value, regardless of, you know, what women do. Their mating strategy is totally fine. But just know that when they do that, they may overlook you. They may find out that, oh, he actually would have been somebody who actually would have been a good candidate for a relationship. But they blow you off and they do all this stuff. But that's okay, though, because that's them choosing what they want to choose. That's totally fine. You have to understand that there are pros and cons about everything. There's opportunities that they're going to miss when it comes to you as a guy, right? So when you do become that guy, now this is why I tell you guys, you have the choice and the leverage, right? Men give out the relationships, women give out the intimacy. So when you build your life, you can say, hey, well, do I really want to commit to this type of woman? Is she what I'm looking for, right? You have the leverage, right? So when you do that, you're able to build your life the way that you want. And I'm bringing all this up to come full circle, is that when men at the finish line, there's two outcomes. Either they're going to take the opportunity beforehand to find the guy before he reaches the finish line. You know, a lot of women don't want to give out the water, walk with the guy, run with the guy while he's doing the marathon before he crosses the finish line. A lot of them would rather wait at the finish line. But you have to understand, they just missed all that growth that would have happened with you two together. That's why I love my folks and my parents, because they've been through so much stuff. They've run the marathon race. They've gone through the struggle together, which is the whole point of building that bond. So it creates that that unity with the relationship. But unfortunately, a lot of women don't want to go through that now. And I'm not saying men don't either. A lot of men are lazy too, but just listen to what I'm saying. They don't necessarily want to go through the struggle anymore with the guy, right? They see men as like a utility or just a wallet. They don't want to go through the struggle with the guy. So now they just rather wait until the guy crosses the finish line. Well, guess what? You want to be like that? You want to do that? Cool. Any man that knows his value and knows what time it is, what's going on, girls that do that, they're going to be like girl number 3, 4, 5 on the list. I'm just going to be point blank with you because you haven't been tested. Just like a man who hasn't gone through the struggle and he's a millionaire and he becomes a millionaire without going through the struggle, he's going to do a lot of harm than good because he hasn't been tested to earn those millions of dollars, right? You have to earn that stuff. If you don't, you're going to esteem, my mentor used to say this, you will esteem things too light that you don't pay a price for. If you're not willing to put in some sweat equity, work hard for things, to put in the work, you won't appreciate it. You'll end up losing it, right? You won't. Most people want the money, but the hardest thing for them is to hold on to it. Right? I'm reading The Psychology of Money right now, and that book is fantastic. So, but understand that if they want the quality of man that they want, women have to put some stake in the game, and they have to be willing to go through the hard times with you when you are kind of going through your creation phase, when you're going through the hard times, right? They got to be with you. They got to be willing to take that risk, right? Men like us, we are too adapt to the game to not know and see the signs whether the woman is genuinely interested in you or not, right? If she's just kind of lurking to see if, boom, he pops up. Oh, he's successful. Now let me say something to him. Hey, how you been? Texting out of nowhere. Who is this texting me, right? If a woman is not willing to go through the hard times with you, then she don't need to be with you when you are successful, right? Like another thing my mentor used to say is, when the cup overfilleth, it spills onto the people you care and love. Well, who's it going to spill onto? Your wife, most likely, or your kids. It's going to spill on them, right? Because you've done the work, and that's what it boils down to. If people aren't willing to work for things because of their fears, insecurities, and doubts, and lack of trust within themselves, remember, that's got nothing to do with you. If they're not willing to trust themselves, to trust you, that says more about them than you, right? Like I said, you want to find the best quality woman out here who are willing to work with you. But like I said, guys, it's really difficult now because women are rather wait at the finish line and pick the winners. Well, those women haven't been tested. They haven't gone through the grind. You would be a fool to marry some of those women. Now, there are some that are at the finish line that don't know what's going on, that happen to be there. That actually are good bets. That, oh, she might be a good, decent girl, right? When you talk to her, you can kind of tell by their vibe. That's a little different. That's just a luck of the timing thing. I'm talking about women that you might be interested in. They're interested in you, and they see your progress, because everyone knows everyone's business nowadays because of social media. But if they're not willing to put in the work to be in that person's life or effort, right, then they don't need to be in that person's life, right? And I'm very serious about that, because nowadays there's so many things against men. You got to be very careful on who you allow in your life, right? Men and women, you got to be careful on who you allow in your life. So, yeah, guys. So, like I said before, women pick the winners and wait at the finish line. And I want you guys to be able to snipe out the type of women who do that. And you need to verify them, to check to see if they're the kind of woman who's deserving of a guy like you, who has done the work, not a bum, not a, pussified soy boy, mangina who sits at home all day and does nothing, who is actually productive and actually a top tier guy who's doing the work. You deserve a quality woman if you're doing the work. If you're not doing the work, then you need to do the work. You don't deserve anything. You deserve to go out there and go work as many jobs as you can, so you can become the best version of yourself, so you can have the choices that you want, right? This is for the guys who are willing to do the work. Do not settle for people who are not willing to put in that same effort, right? Because then at the end of the day, it's going to be your fault, because you're the access to relationships, right? Women are access to intimacy, like I said earlier. And you're the access to relationships. You give a relationship to the wrong woman, and that's your fault, buddy. So, anyways, I just wanted to share this with you guys. Hope you guys are doing great. Comment below, please. I know this was kind of long-winded, I kind of go on some tangents and kind of go off subject, so I apologize for that, guys. But you know, I'm passionate about this stuff. That's kind of why that happens, and I want to share with you guys so much about this stuff because I believe that this stuff needs to be out there. You guys need to know what's going on, and I know this stuff is going to impact you and help you guys just navigate through this world, because there's not many things that help a lot of men nowadays. You know, mentors, books, and guidance out here. And I believe that was all formulated. There's a plan for that. So, but anyways, guys, like I said, like, comment, share, subscribe. We always love hearing from you. So, you know, but then, yeah, like I always say, guys, you just got hit with a little Alphadonia. So anyways, you guys be safe, take care, and talk to you soon. Peace. Bye.